Trust is not destroyed in a single moment. It breaks quietly, slowly, one small crack at a time. For Meri Brown, the first wife of Kody Brown, those cracks have now become wide open wounds. Once, she was the foundation of a family that promised unity, love, and eternal connection. Today, she tells a very different story. A story of betrayal, of distance, and of truth finally being revealed. This is the journey of Meri Brown and the painful confession that there is no trust left in sister wives. Meri Brown once stood at the very center of the sister wives family. She was Kody's first wife, the woman who helped set the foundation for what would become a sprawling plural marriage. In those early years, she believed deeply in the dream of unity. She trusted that the family would stand together as one, each wife supporting the other, all bound by their faith and their love for Kody. There were hardships, yes, but there was also laughter around shared meals, joy in raising children together, and hope that this unusual family could truly thrive. But trust, once stretched too thin, begins to fray. As new wives joined the marriage, the balance shifted. Each new relationship demanded time, attention, and emotion. Meri, once secure in her bond with Kody, began to feel her place slipping. The table was getting larger, yet her seat seemed further and further away. She smiled in public, but in private she felt the silence between her and Kody grow heavier. Jealousy is a quiet poison. Distance grows when words are left unsaid. As the years passed, Meri felt less like a partner and more like an outsider. The bond she once shared with Kody weakened, and her efforts to hold on only made the distance more visible. And then came the scandal, the catfishing incident that shook the entire family. In a moment of loneliness, Meri reached for connection elsewhere. What she found instead was betrayal and humiliation. The catfishing incident did not just embarrass her, it exposed the emptiness she had been feeling for years. The family's response was complicated. Some offered sympathy, but Kody's heart turned colder. For him, it was the final crack in their already fragile marriage. The Brown family's dream of building homes together on Coyote Pass symbolized hope, unity, and a future shared by all. But for Meri, that dream became another reminder of broken trust. As decisions were made, she felt excluded. Her voice was small, her presence diminished. And when the land was finally sold, she confessed openly there was no trust left. No open communication, no sense of belonging. She admitted, "I am in this family, but I am not part of it." Those words echoed louder than any argument. They revealed a woman who had given everything, only to feel invisible in return. Imagine sitting in a room full of people who call you family, yet feeling utterly alone. That is the reality Meri described. She was present, but unseen. In a household of wives and children, she felt like a guest in her own home. The laughter of others became background noise. The decisions of the family happened without her. Trust. The one thing that was supposed to hold plural marriage together was gone. Kody's affection had long shifted elsewhere. Robin became his emotional center, while the other wives slowly distanced themselves. Janelle and Christine found their independence. And Meri? She waited, hoping that somehow the old bond might return, but it never did. The separation was no longer just emotional, it became permanent. When Meri speaks today, her words carry the weight of resentment. She exposes the truth of her experience. Promises were broken, respect was lost, and trust was destroyed. For years, she held on to hope. Now, she speaks with the clarity of someone who has nothing left to lose. Her anger is not just toward Kody, it is toward the very structure of sister wives, a family that failed her when she needed it most. Fans see it clearly too. Some call her brave for telling the truth. Others say she should have walked away sooner. But no one can deny the pain in her confession. Now, Meri stands at the edge of a new life. She is building businesses, creating her own path, and reminding herself of her worth. The woman who once felt voiceless is now speaking louder than ever. She tells a story of survival, of learning to let go when holding on only brings more pain, of discovering that trust, once lost, can never truly be rebuilt. Asterisk. And so Meri exposes the truth not just about her marriage, not just about her family, but about the cost of broken trust. Once, she was the cornerstone of sister wives. Today, she is a woman standing alone, her voice clear, her story raw. The trust is gone. The family is divided, but Meri Brown walks forward, carrying not only the scars of betrayal, but also the strength of survival.